everyone! How are we doing? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kat, otherwise known as the Law Mistress. This is my channel. I am joined by B Na. Say hi, B.
Hi.
We're here to talk about this incredible TTRPG charity Streamathon that we have been organising for the last month or so. We've had an absolute blast doing so, and we thought before the game that you're actually here to see, because you're not really here to see us ramble, but that's fine, we'll give you a really quick rundown of why we are here. So B, please tell us about Trans Lifeline.
Trans Lifeline is a grassroots hotline 501c3 nonprofit offering direct emotional and financial support to trans people in crisis. For the trans community, by the trans community, they're fabulous. They have a peer support phone service. They have a massive resource library, ID change help, community resources. They're fabulous, and that's who we're here to help. Every $5 you donate for a raffle we're doing for Trans Lifeline will get you a raffle ticket to win so many, over 50 prizes. Ranging from really fabulous handmade dice to a bunch of games, incredible overlays, art commissions, bookmarks. It's amazing. Dice, yes.
Dice.
Oh my god,
the dice goblins out there like me.
Yes, for the dice goblins. And we have a sponsor, +1 EXP. Yes, not only donating prizes for from Zine Club, but also they have a code for us. TLM is a discount code. Get you 5% off for anything at +1 EXP, including your first month of Zine Club if you want, and 10% of those profits up until May 31st is going to go to Trans Lifeline. Thank you so much, +1 EXP, for this. I am absolutely stunned.
Awesome. Thank you. We're so happy that we've managed to amass, and for the amount of support that has come flooded in for us while we have we've been trying to organize this is just incredible. So thank you. Let me just quickly run down on the amazing games that we've got coming up. I don't know where we are in the timeline. Time is a soup, but you're probably here to watch one of these. So we have Wonder Home that is run by Hector, and we have Trophy Dark run by Madeline Colley, Thirsty Sword Lesbians run by Ella Watts, Sail the Oceans Queer run by Michelle, Sentine Sensibility, which is going to be run by Will. Borg is our 6th game, going to be run by Maddie. So we have 6 incredible games of a variety of different genres. We have something for everyone, we hope. That in all of them, not only will we be doing the raffle for those that donate, we understand that not everyone can donate right now. Some people just want to show up in stream, they want to support, they want to be there and watch the games and have fun, and that's equally as valid and equally as important. So if you come into the chat in stream, you can !enter, and you will be entered into a giveaway for the at least the PDF of that game, because we've secured that for all of them. Some of them have a couple of little extras, which thank you so much to the people that have kind of put those forward and donated those, because there's some really exciting ones. But at the very minimum, you will be entered into a giveaway for the PDF of the game that is being played at that time. Thank you so much for listening to us ramble, and we hope you enjoy the game that you've actually come to watch, and we will see you on the flip side. Cheerio!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Trans Lifeline Streamathon over on the Lore Mistress's channel. I am your GM for today, Maddie Searle. My pronouns are they, them. And today we're going to be playing Borg, a game about gutterpunk vampires from World Champ Game Company. I'm delighted to be joined by 4 fantastic players. And before we go any further, I would love to introduce them to you. Could you please let me know your name and pronouns and your character's name and pronouns, starting with Rain?
Hi, I'm Rain. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing Zeke. Pronouns also he, him.
Fantastic. And Ran?
Hi, my name is Ran. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Finor, she, her pronouns as well.
And Natalie?
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie, she, they, and I'm playing Valerie, any, all.
And Mira?
I'm Mira. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Amara, and she's she, they. That was it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I am going to be running the starting adventure from the Blood Borg game book. So if you pick up the game for yourself, you'll be able to find it right at the back of the book. And I'll just give you a little bit of setup before we meet our characters. Dakota Shreveport is the best of your vampire squad, keeping your pack squad neat and clean of vermin and bringing home hot bodies for blood drinking after long days of work at the record store. Lately, he has been running with a normie called Body, a non-magical dork who has been giving you a bad vibe since day one. Body will come over to watch VHS tapes in Dakota's room, but barely says anything and gives you the side-eye when you cross paths. They've been talking all week about going to this gig at The Spot, a human hipster club in Sextonville, where vamps are not welcome. That's fine, Dakota can do their own thing, except they haven't been home in a few days, and they left their pet cat Thirst alone without a sitter. Something must be up. Tonight you're going to the gig to see what Body has to say for himself. So, the squat, where you folks all live, is also in Sextonville, which is a rundown area of the city. Well, the whole city is kind of rundown. The city is called Scab, and this particular neighborhood was once promising. It has a lot of apartments in it, and it had a lot of businesses, but it's kind of fizzled out. And the main emotion that you get from wandering the streets is boredom. The local landmarks are a pizza shop called Slice Me Up, which has a mysteriously high employee turnover, and a batch plant that makes concrete. So that's kind of all you have for excitement, apart from this new club that you're not allowed to go to because you're vampires. But you're all living in this antique shop / speakeasy. The speakeasy is, I think, probably hidden behind some piece of elaborate furniture on the shop floor, and there's also some rooms above the shop. Valerie, you own this building. Do you have a room to yourself? And if so, what does it look like?
Yeah, I think Valerie hides out in the attic space that's like completely blacked out. Not much going on in terms of her space. She keeps it very simple. She's given away a lot of their worldly goods to the antique shop to sell, of anything of worth. She doesn't realize what it's worth, but she was willing to give it up because she's at a point where they have been existing for so long, they don't care about keeping anything anymore, but they care about these young vampires that are now under, I guess, their care, or maybe they are caring for her. It's unsure, but they keep it very plain, simple, even worse than a frat boy's first apartment room.
Excellent. And Zeke, you are, I think, largely in charge of the antique shop area of this squat. What does it look like, and how have you put your personal stamp onto your space?
I think there's probably a constant battle between him and Finn, because I feel like they have a disagreement on like what it belongs in an antique shop, because he brings in a lot of junk probably. So I think there is just like a small but growing section of like really cool band posters that aren't too torn up, and like some like other things that he's like collected that's like slowly growing. Zeke is a former, well, I guess he is still in a band, but was always in a band before being a vampire, and has continued that trend as he continues to dig through the trash here.
Excellent. And Ran, what has Finn done to make this place their own? What do you have your own room, or have you kind of found a corner to perch in?
Yeah, absolutely. So Finn was the original like proprietor of the antique shop when it first started. So she's sort of made it through her aesthetic since she was first running around in the 60s. So there is this distinct kind of like a bit of a hippy dippy vibe in the majority of the space, and which makes it very funny when you get to Zeke's spots. where there is just like this constant argument when Finn is feeling up for the argument, of course, of like there is a difference between an antique shop and a thrift store, Zeke. But in Finn's corner of her her personal quarter, there is just this one step down from being a hoarder. Everything looks actually cozy and put together, but you know that if she gets pushed just a little bit further into the void of her depression, this is going to turn into a hoarder's squad. Everything there is just sun catcher hanging down from the ceilings in front of the blackout window, because obviously these sun catchers is never going to catch any sun, and that every time she looks at them, it just makes her feel a little bit darker inside, and she doesn't want to be there anymore most of the days.
Legit, amazing. And Amara, I believe that the speakeasy is your main domain. Is there a secret entrance? This is one of my main questions. Is there a secret entrance, and what is it? And also, how have you made the space your own?
There's probably an entrance that links the antique shop part of it to the speakeasy, just for like ease of access. Amara spends most of the time in the speakeasy because of work, but also when the band is playing, they're kind of like the bodyguard. And so they have hold up underneath the stage. That's just where they sleep, under the stage. And unless anyone in the group needs them, they're just kind of there most of the time, or else they're out on jobs, but otherwise kind of keeping on their own, keeping an eye out on everything and everyone. They don't sleep very regularly for vampires, because when everyone's asleep during the day, they kind of like check at the doors, like stay awake, keep watch, and then just go back and crawl under the stage.
Beautiful. All right. You are in the sort of last stages of preparation before going out to check out this club and see if you can find your friend Dakota, or maybe find Body and give them a talking to. So what are the kind of things that you would do to prepare, and are there any conversations that you want to have with each other before you leave?
I don't know, probably.
See, the records that we always play before we go out and do anything important. Do you know it?
Oh,
the players being... Ever since Dakota's gone, the record player is snapped, and I don't know how to fix it, and it's just making me feel bad. But between the two of us, maybe we could just play it on the guitar.
Yeah, that's maybe a little easier. I really don't have their, like, fix-it stuff magic. So we, like, jam for a little bit to chill out, I guess.
Nice. Are there any weapons or objects that you would like to use as weapons that any of you are bringing with you?
I was about to ask if this was the sort of place that would let us bring weapons.
You think probably not, but you'll have to see when you get there.
This will be enough for a weapon. What are you talking about? Holding up the guitar.
Good point. I just like put the gig bag on.
At this point, Amara crawls out from underneath the stage, like bedhead everywhere, just kind of looking at you guys. It's like, is Sunshine back yet?
Nah, we're like maybe gonna go fuck up that guy, though.
Human?
Yeah, if he doesn't know where Dakota's at.
You're right.
To themselves.
He's the closest thing we have for Sunshine, even though we can never see her anymore.
Amara kind of glances at Finn, glances at Zeke, who they affectionately in their mind as sometimes out loud call like drunk man. They're like looking at each other, looking at them, and then looks at Zeke. It's like, is the record player broken again?
Yeah.
Is this what we're doing? Okay.
And Valerie starts creeping in. They're putting like a switchblade into a hidden pocket. And they're very grungy vest from like 80s to early 90s of grunge punk faction left their fashion in that point. Yeah. So, do you kids need anything else? Do I have to pick up anything before we go? And they're like very like slumped posture, looking extremely tired and already showing signs of thirst, but they're used to it.
I'd really love to find my purpose again. If you can find it, let me know.
Oh, I've been looking for mine for centuries, so we'll see about that.
At this
Mara
point,
kind of looks at Valerie like, boss, I think we really do need to find Dakota. It's the vibe's not it in the house anymore.
No, it's bringing me back to the first time I came here, like 80 years. They like squint their eyes and think about it. Maybe longer, I don't know, but yeah, we need Dakota.
at this point, Thirst, the cat, who is entirely black except for a little white locket on the neck, gives a little brrr noise and weaves between Valerie's legs.
Oh, right, I said your name, sorry. I like lean down, pat their head.
They just go and curl up in a corner next to the stage where there's a sort of velvet red cushion that Thirst loves to sit on. So, unless there's anything else that you want to do before you leave, you can start making your way to the spot.
Yeah.
I will bring the tooth blade. I'm just gonna try very hard to like kind of hide it behind my back.
Excellent.
Very inconspicuous.
Can Valerie, as much as they seem scatterbrained, they're not, and I have a ton of money, can I use some of money to get everyone fake IDs?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, nice.
So she just pulls out from another random pocket in the grunge vest and hands everyone an ID. I think we might need these for clubs, if I remember. That's a thing nowadays, right?
Right.
I give
You're
her a
very
hug and I'm
wise.
just like, oh, thanks, Mama Valerie.
She like stiffens there and pat. Don't ever call me Mama again.
When you look at these
Amara,
ideas,
Got it,
Valerie,
boss lady.
do you ever think that maybe you can have the life of one of these mortals?
I mean, I try once in a while. Had a good stint in France for a little bit. That's when I met my girlfriend. So, and she disappears into thought for a while about her girlfriend. Yeah, it can be nice once in a while.
To feel the kiss of the sun on your face once more.
That I've long forgotten.
Oh. Either way, let's go find the person that's the closest to us. And she starts to kind of saunter out. And I feel like amidst all of the very like grungy and punk vibe, she almost looked a little bit out of place. Imagine like a sad Stevie Nicks type of person just starts to saunter out, dressed a little bit too long.
Beautiful. All right, you tread your way along the concrete, grungy, grimy streets covered in uninspired graffiti. It's not even cool creative graffiti. It's just like bum on a wall or something. It's and you make your way to the spot. You see this kind of low building that is it's made of brick but is painted white. It looks very weirdly sterile. And there's an alley on either side where there are a few people smoking cigarettes or just chatting and trying to ignore the awful smell that's coming from the sewer grates. There are a couple of bouncers at the door. They're checking tickets and ID, and one of them is doing a kind of pretend security pat down, but you can't see them actually taking any weapons off anyone. The queue is full of very hipster looking humans, just sort of if this was like the 2010s, they would be right at home, but it's been a while since their kind of outfits and mustaches were in fashion.
Are they charging for tickets at the door?
It seems like everyone has tickets already.
Oh, okay. I lean over to Finn and be like, "Do you think we can convince him what we're like with the band?"
We can try for sure. We do look like we belong, don't we?
Yeah, is there any posters or anything of the entertainment that's going to be in there tonight? Or
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can see a poster that's kind of clearly pieced together serial killer note style from different letters in magazines, and it's the band's name is Radio/Active.
There's a bit of a
We
retro
can-
feel to it. I've got a demo tape they maybe would want to play. Maybe they'd be interested in like the vintage kind of stuff, you know, since everyone in the line kind of looks like a hipster, and they kind of very, very subtly glance at Zeke.
He's just like holding very still.
We can tell them that we are the secret special act.
Oh
They-
yeah.
Didn't want to announce. It will be a surprise.
Whatever you want to do, boss. I'm just here. I'm just hungry. Speaking of, this is just a human club, right? We won't get in trouble if we haven't had anything to eat in how long has he been gone? 2 weeks?
Oh.
Something like that?
Yeah, it depends on how peckish you are usually, or how many of your powers you use on a daily basis. Currently all of you are feeling a bit peckish, but it kind of depends on how in control you are of your base urges, how much you want to act on that.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
trying to
Okay. No
wait.
control.
I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons of the desire to seek out Dakota and bring him home versus the fear of unleashing the beast that's inside of all of us.
Mm.
And probably unleash chaos here. It's going to sit on our conscience, wouldn't it?
Valerie's sort of
Mark
like
thinks to
just,
themselves. They're like,
yeah, Valerie blinks, thinking of the centuries of doing this sort of stuff, of like living on thirst. I think as long as we have a goal in mind, which we do, we should be able to focus ourselves enough. And then if anyone gets an urge, get outside, find a dark alley to take someone, I don't know. But our most important goal is to find Dakota or this body person. And if we don't like their answers, we can eat them.
Right.
Step 1, Dakota. Step 2, snack backstage.
so body eat Dakota? And they're just like, the fact that like food was mentioned, they're just kind of like,
No, not like eat Dakota. Well, no. Well, like maybe eat body.
We may eat
Yeah.
body if we don't like their answer.
Yeah.
I hope
Is-
body has bad answers.
Does Dakota have any sort of distinct scent or things that we can
Ooh.
look for?
Good question.
Ooh, that is a good question. You know
Or body?
that body I think has a very pungent human BO smell. Perhaps
I am no longer hungry.
perhaps mixed with like a mentholated cigarette. And I think that Dakota, you'd probably be able to. I think you'd probably be able to smell fellow vampires relatively easily, depending on how many other scents there are. This is probably going to be a very smelly location, so it might be
Mhm.
difficult. But I think Dakota probably always keeps some cat treats in a pocket, so you might be able to smell those.
Yeah.
So, are you wanting to join the queue, or are you wanting to kind of burst your way up to the front of the queue, or do you want to investigate the alleys on either side?
Is there an artist entrance somehow?
Like a back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into the alleyways and kind of shuffle past the smoking and chatting humans, you can see that there is a door that is not guarded.
Okay. Guess we'll go that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Walk
as we
in like the old
go,
place.
Valerie's going to cue into at least her senses because she has keen senses. So she's sort of shutting her eyes for a second, and they are going to really like smell in and just take in to see if they get any recent scent of Dakota or her body.
You can, yes, give me a presence roll, please.
Present. Yeah. All right, that is a 12 total.
Nice. As a general rule, 12 is what you need to hit for a regular check, so that is perfect.
Woo.
Once you kind of block out the smell of sulfur that is spewing from a nearby manhole, and the sort of drunken breath of a couple of unconscious punks lying among some beer bottles, you can smell that familiar sort of sweat plus menthol scent of body. I think you can smell it on the door handle of this door.
Yeah, so as she smells, she's just letting her nose direct them, so they end up in front of everybody and like nose to the handle, and turns and just nods. Bodies here.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of bodies in there. And I'm sorry, listen, they're not that, they're just muscle, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
Valerie steps back.
And when you try the door, you realize that it is locked, but it's not. It looks like a pretty shitty lock. So if someone gave it a big enough shove, you could definitely get through.
Right.
So if anyone wants to give me a strength roll, you can go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'm happy to try that.
Yeah, go
So
for
it's a D20 plus our bonus in strength, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's 18 on the die for 19 total.
Incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, you managed to combine extreme force with an amount of control. That means that the door doesn't fly open. You manage to stop it before it sort of rockets at the other side, and you managed to get through without anyone really noticing that a door has suddenly been breached. And you are now in the main part of the club. There's a few dozen attendees in the mosh pit. There's even more BO and cigarette smell, different brands you can sense. And you can also see that a couple of people are sort of looking quite hazy, and one or two of them pass out and are sort of dragged off to a corner to have first aid given to them. The band is playing a very off-key, slow, and not very cool synth pop, which doesn't quite fit with the vibe of the poster. And you can tell that they're all human and that they're kind of nothing special. And they're trying to kind of keep the energy up and be like, yay, and trying to get the audience to respond, and no one really cares. And the ones who are dancing are just kind of in their own little world. There's a bar over in the corner. You do notice that there is a plastic placard with a drink special called Taste of Death, and it costs $19. There's also some toilets over in the corner. You probably don't want to go too near them, because then the additional smell of sewage will overwhelm your senses even more. And then you can see that there are stairs on the left-hand side of the stage that go down into a basement area.
$19 for a drink. Are we in New York?
We gotta eat the bartender.
Yes, this is criminal. We'd be doing everyone this service.
Looking over the crowd, do we see Body? Like, do we recognize it?
Anyone who wants to give me a presence test?
I would love to do
I
that.
will try. I got a 19 and a +1.
Ooh, amazing.
I got an 18.
Yes. You definitely see Body, who is kind of mingling in with the crowd in the mosh pit. And as soon as they see you, they kind of do a double take and try to sneak off towards the basement.
Oh. No. It's
Nope.
just like she bees
like-
line towards him.
Please give me an agility roll to see if you can catch up.
Yeah. Oh, it's -1. Oh no. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? Oh no, that's a 20. That's -1.
Incredible. Yeah, you shoot through the crowd, sprinting and grab Body. They're just like, what the fuck are you doing? What's this?
Oh, Body. You still smell terrible. Also, where's Dakota? He hasn't been home, and you are a problem.
I don't know anyone called Dakota.
Am I? I kind of
Valerie
lock eyes
slinks
with. Oh wait, Valerie says I kind of like hold Dakota, hold Body the heart. It's like, boss is not happy. Boss is going to be very, very upset if you lie to us.
Did someone who visits our home not say they know our Dakota?
Much.
It's a free country. I can say and do what I want.
And sometimes freedom comes with consequences. As like a clawed hand now, like on her shoulder.
Please give me a strength roll or I'm trying to think what would be the best stat for intimidation.
Yeah.
Let's say strength, but if there's any other stat that you think would work better, let me know.
Can I argue presence? Because Valerie is very much like, I'm gonna like imbue like my more of a personality through intimidation. So
Go for it.
Can there be like a help action for this?
Yes, absolutely. You can give a +1 to someone on their roll to help them, and then you get a promise, I believe, in return, which you can spend to re-roll a die later down the line.
Nice.
Yes. I think Finn is just going to add to whatever Valerie is saying and say, the thing's funny, the way I see all of these shadows are clinging onto you. Makes a girl wonder what you're hiding. Or you think you're clever enough to hide it at all.
Alright. So it was a good thing you helped me because my total was 11. You bumped me up to 12 with your bonus for that.
Nice. So yeah, Body is like visibly shaking, and the BO smell gets even stronger as more sweat kind of pours down their face. And they say, okay. I came to the show with Dakota. I don't know where they are right now, but they introduced me to Bella, the show promoter, and I haven't seen him since then.
And Bella's not someone we've met before, right?
Pardon?
And Bella's not someone we've met before, right?
No, you haven't met Bella before.
Okay.
This is a new person to you. Yeah, no worries.
Never heard of this beauty person before.
Oh, boss. No, that's a name.
Oh.
Can you point her out?
She has an office downstairs. She usually doesn't come up during the show. Likes to keep things private, I guess.
I think you're going to take us to her.
Okay. I'd rather not.
I don't think you have a choice right now. Would you?
Okay,
Well,
can-
why not? I thought Bella introduced you and stuff like that. Is this not a friend?
there's kind of a no vamp policy in this club, and if I bring like 4 more vamps, then that's gonna be awkward. Like, I only got in because I think Dakota and she are like pals or something.
Has Dakota ever told us anything about Bella? Because he tells us everything, right?
I don't think you've heard anything about Bella from Dakota before.
Right.
There's a hidden side in everyone. Even Dakota. Or should I expect it?
Well, hold on. We don't know what's happening. We just need to go find Dakota. I don't know who Bella is, but you. And I just kind of I'm still holding on to this poor guy. And I'm and you were gonna go downstairs anyway when you saw me. So let's all just go together now.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay, follow me. And Body sort of tries to saunter nonchalantly down the stairs, but you can still see that he's visibly shaking. And you go down. There is a kind of common area with lots of doors leading off from it. You can see that there is a door that says private, a door that says staff only, a door that says office, and a door that says green room. And then there's also there's also a kind of a storage closet.
Okay. I would like to smell for cat treats.
Please give me a presence roll.
And I can add something because of the promise, right?
Yeah, you can re-roll if you need to.
Oh, okay. I will indeed re-roll. That is a 19 on the die, actually. For a total of 21.
Amazing. You can smell the scent of cat treats coming from behind the door that says staff only. But before you can go any further, the door to the office opens and a woman steps out. She has long, kind of messy black hair that was probably curled with a curling iron about a week ago, but just hasn't been washed or dealt with since. And she kind of also has a very faded band t-shirt on that's got several tears in it, and like your classic very torn jeans with a chain. And she says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting company." And she takes a long, ostentatious sniff, and she goes, "I wasn't expecting any creatures of the night to join us. I may have to ask you to leave, unfortunately. We have a very particular policy at this club."
You run a club, but everyone here is a creature of the night, don't you think?
I was trying to be polite, but I'm sensing that that's not going to work. All right.
When I see them do a sniff, can I try and sense out who, what creature they are?
Yeah. Please give me a presence roll.
Okay. Wow. Ooh, nice. 19 total.
19, great. You sense that this is someone with some kind of magical ability. You think that this is probably a street witch. And you can also see that she has a necklace, and on the necklace there's a key. There's 3 keys on her necklace.
Well, if you've got this, like, no vampire policy, then that's totally cool. We're just, like, take our boy Dakota and go.
I don't think that that's going to work out for me, sorry. And without any further warning, she casts Instill Fear.
No.
So let me just get that up on my sheet.
Regret.
My like whips around to like the oldest one as I'm looking at Valerie like help. Because like Amara's all physical damage, like no magic. They kind of look at like Valerie like what?
So Zeke, please give me a toughness roll.
Sure. Okay, that is my tough is +2, so that's a 16. 16.
You feel a sense of anxiety rising in your stomach, and a sort of vague, ghostly vision starts to appear before you, but you kind of shake your head and clench your fists, and in a moment the apparition dissipates, and you resist the effect.
Is there anybody else down here with us? Like, she doesn't appear to have a big posse with her, right?
No, there's no one in the room with her currently. You can hear some voices coming from the green room, and I am going to roll initiative.
Okay, because I think his knee-jerk reaction would just be like, ghosts, and try and hit her with his guitar.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to roll a d6, and if it's
in which the vampire is scared of ghosts. This is
if it's a 1 to 3, Bella goes first, and if it's 4 to 6, you go first. You guys go first. So you can see very clearly that Bella is gearing up to attack with more than just spells, seeing that this one has just failed. So you get to decide amongst yourselves who goes first. You can do things in tandem with each other. So yeah, who has an idea of what they want to do?
Can we do spells?
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a spell zine, then you can absolutely use that.
I have so many spell zines. I don't know what I can use though, because they cost.
Do they need blood, right?
If they cost blood, then you need to drink someone before you use it.
I think,
but you
Valerie
could
just
try and drink Bella.
Yep. Valerie, after like seeing that a spell was casting, considers that you just attacked us, therefore we must defend ourselves. She just sort of like, in this growly creature voice of just centuries old vampire to her now little coven of vampires, like, you have permission to eat now.
Okay, Amara turns to the green room door. Amara turns to the green room door, kicks it, because they assume the human ban is in there. So they're gonna be like, sorry, bye, and they're gonna go towards Bella because they don't really have any spells. So they just kind of kick the door for their friends that need food, and they're gonna go for Bella.
Excellent.
That's so funny.
So yeah,
all the while, I'm still holding this guy. He's going with me towards Bella. I'm using him like a meat shield if I can.
Brilliant.
Can I permission to eat body a little?
Oh, you
So I'm going to roll a quick die to see how many groupies there are in the green room. There are 3 groupies in the green room, and the band manager is back there, and whose name is Stefan. You have no reason to know this, but the band manager is like, what the shit is going on? So yeah. So who is trying to? Sorry, who is Who's going first?
I mean, if you want to take a bite out of him before I use him as a meat shield, I suggest you bite into him first.
Yeah. I want to bite body a little bit. I don't want to kill him. She just walks over and says, I don't want to do this, but without blood, I'm nothing but a ghost humming in the dark. I don't know how. Yeah.
Give me a strength roll with advantage.
Okay.
Because he is currently restrained.
All right. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Strength is -1, I think. So 19.
19, perfect. Please roll a d4, and I think that's how much blood you can get.
Nice.
But you can only have 3 blood at one time.
Okay. That's gonna be a. Oh, okay. I guess 3 because I rolled a 4.
Nice. So yeah, you get a nice healthy bit of blood out of body. Body is still up. Body's not unconscious, but just looking very pale and woozy.
I'm really sorry.
If you were sorry, why did you do it?
Wasn't it
Was there,
always
like,
the price?
As they're having this,
There's
I'm just going to
donation.
push him in front.
Body, it's always this is always what's going to be: a song for a soul, a breath for a blade, one thing for another.
I didn't expect some poetry after being bit.
Oh, Body, you don't know what's coming at you, and I'm gonna just charge with him in front of me towards Bella.
Great. Yeah, if you're give me a strength roll.
All right. I hope I don't drop him. I'm sorry if I drop him. 17 flat.
Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna say that, like, using body as a sort of meat weapon, you can roll a d6 of damage to Bella.
Oh, with Body. Okay, wait.
Nice.
Oh, I lost that one. Nope, that's the only d6 I have. I'm gonna get a 1.
One. You managed to inflict a nice shiny bruise on Bella, but not much more than that. She's just like, Jesus.
Can I follow? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, I was saying, can I follow with my guitar?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give me a strength roll.
18.
18, incredible. I believe it's a d6 damage for a guitar.
That is what I have on my sheet. Red d6. Ooh, max damage 6.
Incredible.
Yes.
You do a significant chunk of damage to Bella. Is there any particular part of the body that you're aiming for?
Probably the head, just to knock her out.
Nice. Yeah, you go straight for the temple, and you can see her as soon as you withdraw the guitar, clutching her head, sort of staggers a bit. Still up, but looking hurt.
I think that's when Valerie takes advantage. She's been like following like a shade and behind Amira, and then waiting for an opening to sneak her way in. So they quickly like latch on from the ground like onto their leg and chop into them.
Beautiful. Give me a strength roll, please.
Okay. That is natural 17 -1 for a 16.
Incredible. You guys are rolling amazing. Yeah, please
I'll
roll.
give it a minute.
Yeah, touch wood. Please roll a d4 for how much blood you get.
Yeah, let's go. Right, I get 2.
Amazing. So I believe that's everyone taking a turn. So now it is Bella's go. What's she gonna do? She is going to use the spell Mouth Sew. It seals the target's mouth with spectral stitches, preventing speech or ingesting blood. Tearing out does d8 damage. So she is going to cast that on Valerie, because Valerie is just bitten.
Oh yeah.
And I am not certain whether this just happens or whether you can resist it. So I'm going to say, give me a toughness roll to see if you can resist it.
Okay. this die is being so nice today. That is a 17 total. 16 plus 1.
Amazing. You can feel the sort of spectral stitches kind of worming their way towards your mouth, but you just kind of do a big snarl, and all the spectral stitches snap, and without causing you any damage.
Cat hiss.
So it is your folks' turn next. Who wants to go first?
You just waxed her with a guitar a moment ago, right? So I think she's going to pull out her guitar as well, which is sort of this acoustic one, actually. And she's just saying, "You like to weave your little spell, don't you, Street Witch? You think the world is going to bend under your whim, but all you're going to do is break yourself like we are all going to," and whack her again.
Beautiful. Give me a strength roll.
That's gonna go really well. That's a 13 total.
13, that is enough. Please roll me a d6 for damage.
One.
Same.
Checks out.
Yep, you there's another flowering bruise on Bella, but not much more. Who's going next?
I mean, I hit her with body. I'll drop body, and then with the tooth blade, I'm not sure what is it, a saw that's on my back? I forgot to ask what it is exactly.
Yeah, I can imagine that it's a sort of surgical saw. Let's go with that.
Alright, so I'll grab the saw from my back and just kind of slice her with it, and that's, I hope I don't hit anyone else, because we're all kind of like piled up on her right now.
Alright, give me a strength roll.
Alright. Oh no! 9?
Oof, yeah. You do a swipe, and Bella grabs your wrist and pushes your hand away, managing to avoid the blade.
Yeah.
I think as they're wrestling with the saw there, Zeke's gonna back up and try and hold the green room doors shut, or see if I can find a way to jam it, maybe. If that might hold it better. I know I've got like an ability where I can like build junk tools or something, so I'm not sure if there's anything like that I could finagle to keep the door locked shut.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's plenty of junk just kind of littered around. This is not a very tidy place, so yeah. Please just use your ability if you
Oh, excellent. Yes. It says I can combine 2 items. Well, it says from my inventory, but hopefully that also counts just like stuff laying around. To create a powerful tool. So yeah, if I can find something to block the door with, that would be great.
Does that ability require blood, though?
Oh, I'm not sure. I copy-pasted from the original doc. I'm not sure where that would have been noted down, sorry.
That's okay. I can
okay. It's the Tinkerer and Scavenger that I've got.
Tinkerer, it doesn't look like you need to spend blood because it doesn't specify. So yeah, just go for it.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, feel free to just describe to me what you make.
Okay. We've already, so she kicked it shut, so it opens into the hallway. So I think he looks around on the floor and just like finds an old like bit of a broken chair and like snaps the leg off into just like the right shape and just like wedges it under the door and just like kicks it a few times until it's just like jammed in there.
Perfect. Roll me a d6, please.
D6. 4.
4. You know that if it gets shoved this time, it will not break. There's a 1 in 6 chance that this is going to break after use. So, you know that this door is holding firm for now.
Sweet. Okay.
Is that everyone having taken their turn this time? Valerie, go for it.
So she's like at Bella's feet, saw like the attempted guitar hit, and I think there's just now her mouth is already open, the blood staining around. Gonna use a spell. So as like she unhinges their jaw, there's just like this subtle like whispering that eventually starts getting louder into a cacophony of screeches as I will cast Hellburst on Bella and take away their sight.
Nice.
So there's just this screeching, almost mixing with whatever band music's happening upstairs, just becomes this massive like echoing chamber of noise.
Incredible. Give me a presence roll to see if you can cast this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is a 14.
14, perfect. And I think actually if you spend blood, then it just happened. So apologies for making you roll. That was just me checking the rules while you were doing that.
No worries.
So yeah, please describe to me what it looks like as this happens.
Yeah, so those nearest hears like the snap, like Valerie's bones sort of snap a little bit as she adjusts. She's very old, very, very old, even though she looks like she's in her 20s to 30s. And now that she's had blood, there is like a bit more of a warmth now back to her skin. Their eyes don't look as sunk and hollow, but there is a faint red bead of glow in their eyes, and just the long, unusually unhingedness of their mouth as this screeching starts to go from a whisper to a vibrating echo of like hoot, like animal hoot, just noise coming out of them.
Incredible. Yeah, you can see that Bella is clutching at her face, just and screaming out, "I can't see! I can't see! I can't see!" I am unsure whether this is going to cause blindness and deafness for your allies as well. I'm going to say not in this case, because this is a one shot, but I think it would be very funny if it was just for everyone. And excellent. So that is everyone's turn. So next, Bella is going to what can she do? She is going to create a magic weapon, which is a sensor made of blood. She's going to pull from the depths of her being a sensor on a long chain, which she's going to try and swing around wildly. But she is going. I think everyone within, everyone who is currently up on Bella at the moment, please give me a toughness roll with advantage to see if you can avoid this.
Okay.
First one wasn't great. Second one is better. 12 for Valerie.
Nice. You managed to avoid it.
10 for Finn, I think.
Okie dokie.
Got a 3.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6 of damage for you both. You both take 5 damage.
Oh, me?
All right.
Oh.
So, here's the thing.
Oh.
I have masochism. So, when is it you relish in physical pain whether inflicted by you or to you? Once per round, make an extra attack after taking damage. So I take 5 damage with the blood from the blood weapon from her, right?
Yeah.
Can I? This blood weapon is made out of her blood, yes?
Yes.
Can I bite into the weapon? Try to drink the blood? Like,
I
she
love-
swings
yeah.
at me, I'll take the damage, so that it'll hit me in the mouth, probably. But I'm gonna bite down on it to try to get the blood in
Yeah.
me.
For sure, go for it. Yeah,
Very
give me a strength roll to see if you can do that.
And
Please,
while
17 flat.
Amazing. So yeah, I think I also double checked, and I think I've been. I think it's actually a D2 of blood that you get on a. I'm not gonna ask you to reduce whatever blood you got so far, but from now on, I'm gonna ask for a D2 for when rolling.
that makes
for blood.
sense.
I do not
Well-
have a D2. I'm gonna roll one online real quick. Wait.
While Amara's doing that, can Finn also, after taking a massive chunk of damage, my max is 6. She's just going to sort of like eyes glowing, staring right at Bella and say, the world has taught me to push everything and everyone away, and you are going to be included in that. Let me show you how it's done. I'm going to spend a blood to use my ability, which is called personal space. Channel your inner turmoil in infinite hunger in an outward burst of energy. To cast a creature within arm's reach up to 10 feet away. So depending on where she's standing, can I just position myself so that she's against some wall? So I'm just going to slam her into the wall.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And because you're spending blood, that just happens. She shoots backwards, and you can hear a crack as her head sort of bounces against the wall. Please roll me a D4 for damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 1, by the way, for the blood, so I have 1 blood right now.
Nice.
The 4 damage, that will be a 3.
Perfect. I will take that off of her. She is still up, but she is, looking very rough. Also, when you bite for blood, you gain D4 HP as well, which wasn't relevant before because you were still at full HP. So Amara can roll a D4 to regain health.
Let's see.
I'm in trouble.
I got 2.
Okay. Better than nothing. Okay. Has Zeke gone yet?
No.
Or we're in a different round from when I closed the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't need any blood, so I'll just try and hit her again to try and bring her down. We want her down? Or wait, no, we don't want.
I have like the piece of a blade in my mouth, and I go like, incapacitate her. I don't know what the code is.
Okay. I was like, wait, do we need a questioner? No, we don't. I'll just try and hit her again with the guitar there. Hey, nat 20. I don't know if that does anything special in this one.
I think you get if you roll your damage die and then double the result. I think.
Okay, cool. It's a 21 for a strength roll total, if that matters for anything. Okay, that's a 3, so 6. So another 6 damage there.
6, excellent. Okie dokie. And I now realize that I need to be rolling initiative every single round to see who goes first. So apologies, I forgot last round, but this round I'm going to see if there's Bella going first this round. So what's she gonna do? She is, I think it just says temporarily blinded on the Hellburst spell, so I do not know how long temporarily is, but I'm going to say that she's still blinded, but she's going to try and do mouth sew again, this time on Amara, but you can roll toughness with advantage to resist it.
What advantage means I roll again, right?
Yeah.
I roll again. It's a 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, you can feel these spectral stitches lacing their way through your lips, and you cannot speak, you cannot drink blood, and if you want to tear them out on your turn, it does D8 damage to you.
All right. It's okay.
So it is now your folks' turn again. Who wants to go?
Is there any way to carefully get rid of those stitches without hurting my
I
friend?
think if you're willing to give up your turn, you can. If you've got a knife, or if maybe if Valerie gives you their knife, you can slice the stitches.
Yeah. I just sort of reach out to either Valerie or Zeke's direction and say, "Any knife you got on you?"
Yeah, I think Valerie's just like, her eyes are now hyper focused on Bella, but her hand like snakes into her pocket and tosses the switchblade back.
Right, thanks.
Do something a little unhinged, because they're gonna try. They're using the switchblade on me right now, right? I'm gonna gesture to Finn to like just rip it, and I'm going to do Bloodbrother and look at Bella while she's ripping out the stitches for me. So Bloodbrother, spend 1 blood to lash onto the spirit or target you can see. They take equivalent damage to whenever you do, as long as you maintain sight. So I'm just gonna look at Bella while Finn is trying to rip my stitches.
You want me to
just
so
rip it.
Okay.
Just
Right, all right. Oh, okay. I don't think she can intentionally hurt Amara, but she's gonna like do halfway, like rip, and the last couple one is more careful.
Cool. I'm going to roll damage for that. 2 damage.
all right.
So Bella is hanging on by a thread. She is kind of like stumbling and almost falling to her knees, but just about staying upright.
So to clarify before Valerie does anything, are we actually keeping her alive, or can I eat her?
We need to look for Sunshine. I don't know where Sunshine is.
Yeah, do we need her alive to ask questions?
You did see that she has keys on her necklace.
Oh, that's right.
So, but it's
It's
entirely
fine.
up to
We
you.
can just search the place.
Grab the necklace first.
And do that when she's dead too. Right. No, I think Valerie's getting to a point where they are getting incensed because her vampires are being spelled and hurt, and she's not happy, and she needs to build up strength to help them. So she's going to go in, like, as Bella is dazed, just like go for the classic latch onto the neck, just full body into it.
Incredible. Give me strength.
Yeah. I am angry. That's 19 minus 1 for an 18.
Incredible. You absolutely tear through Bella's neck and can drink your fill. Please roll a d2 to see how much blood you get, and if you're hurt, you can roll a d4 to regain health.
Okay. I get 1 blood, and I am fine, so I don't have to worry about healing myself. But I just sort of like, in that anger and sense, as I latch down, I'm just like, as a witch, you should know better to not work alone.
Bella just, you can see that light sort of draining from her eyes, and she doesn't have the strength to respond, and then her body slumps in your arms. And if you...
Is she dead? Amara's just kind of like, like feeling the ghost stitches in her mouth. Is she dead?
Like Valerie, like, kind of straightens back up. Yes.
All right, cool.
Takes the keys.
I don't think I can look at this any longer than I absolutely have to. Every step feels like a minor key. Let's go look for Dakota.
All right. Let's find them. Well, you two are hurt. Here, come here. Come to Valerie. And she's like slinking.
I go
out
to
of
Valerie.
You two go in, and good thing I got that one blood, as now there's like this red mist that mists off of Valerie, and all of my vampires within 10 feet of me can heal a D4 of their health.
Yay!
Nice.
So as you like come in and she like does the awkward like attempt to group hug, but not really because she doesn't like it. And there's just the misty redness that comes, envelops, and invigorates through your senses.
Yes,
Cute.
I can stand a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm at half health. Could I just take another small nibble out of body?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, we've still got him.
Yeah. I think he's just sort of curled up in a corner, just sort of vaguely weeping. I don't think he's going to resist. So give me a D2.
Yeah, I just want to nibble on his finger just a little bit so I can feel better. That is, okay. D2,
Actual
right?
finger food.
Yeah. All right, I got 1.
And then D4 to heal up.
Lovely. Where's my D4? Hey, 4.
Beautiful. All right.
I don't even need 4. I just need 3.
Sweet. Okay. Zeke, can you roll me a D6 for your doorstop, essentially?
Oh, no. Yes.
Oh, right.
5.
5. You can hear punks behind the door and the band manager going, "Let us out! Let us out! We heard some horrible noises. What's going on out there?" But they can't get out.
I think he's just like on the other side of the door. He's like, "Hey, you're welcome for not eating, you guys, and that's because I respect other members of the industry." And then I turn to the others. I'm like, "This is not going to hold much longer, dudes."
Could I do something? Can I spend that blood that I immediately has nibbled just now and use my spell called Echo, which allows me to perfectly mimic the voice of someone else. So Finn is actually going to perfectly mimic the voice of Bella, and will just shout into the green room and say, "Don't worry about it. We are just doing a rehearsal for a special show. You have to stay inside, so you're not bothering us. Is that clear?"
Please give me a presence roll with advantage, considering you sound exactly like Bella.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry, where's my die? 17 total.
Beautiful. You can hear Stefan, the band manager, from behind the door go, "Why didn't you tell us about this beforehand? I mean, okay, we're gonna have to get out at some point, but as long as you're okay." And
It's
then
rock and roll, baby.
And you can hear the punks kind of mutter amongst themselves and go and kind of sit back down, and yeah, you're safe to continue searching for now.
I'm just gonna take another little sip from body to refill right after that.
Amara kind of leans over and like to themselves more than anyone else kind of mutters like, "For someone who doesn't like eating, she should like toying with her food." And then goes into the office.
I think Body is looking pretty peaky at this point, so if anyone wants to take another, if anyone tries to drink again, I think that's gonna kill him.
Can we try to heal him or something? Like make sure he doesn't die. Is that something we can do?
I mean, I would need more blood, but I don't think what I do helps mortals.
It's just like
Just Amari's just looking at Finn, and there's like so much like kind of in awe, but also kind of like, you don't want to kill him. You want to heal him and then eat him again. Okay, I see where the torture's coming into play. Kind of like that's the way the cogs are like turning in their head.
I think I heard if you give them a juice box, it helps up them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need some vitamin B or something.
Right.
It'll be fine.
All right. Stand up with me, and we're gonna take you inside and get you a juice box. All right. I'm just gonna try to kind of pull him up and get him to come with us into the office.
Yeah, you can, as you head into the office, you can see all these peeling band posters along the walls. There's a desk with a battered looking Windows PC on it, and a bunch of papers, a bunch of pens, and there's a chair for a visitor, and you can and then a wheelie chair behind the desk, and you can slump body's body onto the chair.
I am dragging Bella's body, by the way, back into the office. Just look around. If
Oh
there's
yeah,
a
I'm gonna
pocket,
need that
if
in
there's
like
not.
a second.
Yeah.
No, wait, put her in a corner. I need her like after we're done searching. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Prop her up.
Great. You have your two victims in the office. What would you like to do next?
Search the office, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We took the keys already, right? From
Yeah, I have
her-
Valerie has the keys. I think they're thinking maybe there must be, because Bella knew Dakota, maybe there's something in her paperwork that mentions what Bella was doing, maybe mentions Dakota, any of that sort of stuff. Maybe something on the computer, though the computer's way out of Valerie's expertise of skills.
Nice. There is a safe in the corner of the office. And if you and you have the 3 keys, so if you want to try the keys on that, then you can.
I start like carefully flipping through the keys and try each one until it works.
Yep, you managed to open the safe, and inside, someone give me Valerie, can you give me 3 D100 rolls, please?
3 D100. Okay, I gotta grab my D100s. Off-screen grabbing.
yes, boss is getting more money.
The
one who needs
money the
Boss
least.
lady.
All right, first roll is 70 flat. Second roll is 41. And final roll is 88. So
Incredible.
70, 41, 88.
I had my phone calculator app open because otherwise I would never be able to do that, and you have $199.
Ooh.
Oh, just shy of 200.
And you also find a pistol.
Oh. Pistol.
And let me just check how much damage that does. D10. A pistol does D10 damage.
Oh.
Dangerous. While they're going through the safe, I would like to go through the trash.
Sweet. Okay. While this isn't a dumpster, I would like to use the dumpster diving mechanics for this game because they are hilarious and amazing. Let me just see if I can find them.
Yeah.
I love that they have dumpster diving mechanics. That's great.
I just imagine Zeke, like this little trash can, Zeke just goes diving into the trash can.
Like a little raccoon, just like
Yeah. Just Scrooge McDuck in it here in the trash.
Please
Like,
give
keep
me-
your money. The real treasure is in here.
Please give me a D10 roll.
Sure. D10. 7.
7. This is the one that I was is awkward for this one because it's not a dumpster. You find a corpse. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that because this is an office bin, an office trash can. You find the corpse of a rat just in the bin.
Sure.
If you want to delve deeper, you can do a presence test and add a d10 to your roll. But then that some bad consequences might happen if you fail your presence test. So, or you can just.
But I get to add a
d10
to the presence, right?
You add a d10 to the roll for what junk you get. So it doesn't affect.
Not add a d10 to the presence. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take those odds. I think he pops out for a second, and it's just like, is anybody like still hungry? And just like tosses the rat out, and then goes back to.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a 13.
Yeah, you succeed. Perfect. So
Okay, yes, 13.
Roll another d10.
All right. That's a 10.
Nice.
10. Yeah, the 0 is the 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So you get a crudely drawn map showing the site of an ancient church beneath the sewers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very cool.
Maybe
treasure.
I used to pray at one of those.
Zeke, as soon as you walk out, you will see Finn just holding that rat's by the tail, and it's just going to say, I might be depressed, but I still have standards, Zeke.
All right, dude. I take it and I put it in my pocket.
Emergency snack. It's fine.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
I haven't taken any damage yet, so
Pocket rat is
pocket rat. It's like our little Capri Suns.
Oh no. Can I examine the desk? Like, I think out of everyone here, Amara would be the youngest, actually. So, can I look at the computer?
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
Give me a presence roll.
Like, it's in my.
Only one of us.
Oh
knows.
no, I got 6. Never mind. I'm tech illiterate.
you open up the computer. There's a login, a password login, and you try 1 2 3 4 5 6. You try 3 4 5 6 7. You try Bella the street witch, and unfortunately none of them work.
Weird.
Damn. Oh well.
But you have 2 more keys on the necklace to try out. There is what looks like a supply closet. There's the room marked private and the room marked staff only.
I'm gonna walk towards.
Oh, but that's in the hallway,
room.
right?
In the hallway, yeah.
I'm gonna go outside and try to go into the room that says staff only, because that's where I smell the cat treat.
Yes. Yeah. If you try one of the keys, then you can get it open. But unfortunately, as soon as you get it open, you can see that there are 4 imps who are a sort of demonic little creatures with forked tails who are in this alcohol storage room. It's the bar back. They are pouring drinks from, to quote the book, a clusterfuck of tubes hanging from water pipes along the ceiling, and they send them up the dumbwaiter. You can surmise that they are somehow creating the Taste of Death drink special using all these weird pipes and sending them up to the bar to be sold. And you can see that sewer grates are dumping spilled alcohol into the city sewers. So this is a very odd and somewhat disturbing sight for you all. And the imps screech in your face and lunge to attack.
So here's the problem. Remember how I said I was gonna use Bella for something later? Because I want to take a piece of her mind as everyone leaves, so they don't have to see me do the thing that I can't control myself from not doing. Which is to, like, with my boot, acquire a piece of their mind for a snack. So I'm not there when they open the door.
But yes, before we resolve what happens next, please take a piece of Bella's mind.
I take a piece of Bella's mind, and it's supposed to show me witness their most painful memories. Because
Ooh.
I have problems, clearly.
You see that you see a younger Bella, maybe about 19 or 20, in what looks like a dorm room, and you see Bella's phone ringing. She picks it up, and you hear sort of muffled coming from the phone a conversation that she is having. It seems as though her mother has died in some kind of accident. You can hear that there was like wounds to the neck is something that you can pick up from the conversation. And Bella tries to maintain composure during this conversation, tries to stay calm, but as soon as she ends the call and slumps back onto her dorm room bed, she just bursts into tears. She just sobs, and for as long as you stay in the memory, the sobbing continues.
Here's the other problem, since she's a masochist, she stays a little longer than she should. And it kind of like comes back too, and I looks at Bella and kind of like pats them on like the cheeks, like, nice knock, and like gets up and starts going towards where the rest were.
Amazing. All right. Before we jump into combat with the imps, I believe it is time to take a short break. So if everyone is all good, we will be away for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll be right back with some more Blood Borg. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye. welcome back to our game of Blood Borg in aid of Trans Lifeline for this Trans Lifeline Streamathon. We are just about to fight some imps in the barback. So, Amara has just taken a piece of Bella's mind, so is further afield. But for everyone else, I'm going to roll to see who goes first. Ooh, it is unfortunately the imps that go first, and there are 4 of them. So let's see what they can do. So first off, one of them is going to go for Finn with their talons. So Finn, could you please roll an agility for me to see if you can avoid getting hit?
That's a natural one.
Oof. I think that I'm just going to roll damage. So that was 2 damage on the die. So I think that what in this game constitutes a fumble? It doesn't say. That is fine. So you are going to take 4 damage from that.
Great.
So yeah, the talons rake across your shoulder, and you can sort of feel the kind of hellish sheen of fire kind of pulsing through your veins. And the next imp is going to fly past and go for Zeke. And Zeke, could you please roll an agility roll for me?
That's a 16.
16, excellent. You managed to avoid the butterfly knife that is being swiped towards your face, so you dodge back and manage to avoid that. The third imp is now going to go for Valerie. Could you please give me an agility roll?
Okay. Oh, that bounced out. Agility is flat. 14.
14. You also managed to avoid this imp. It kind of screeches in frustration, and the last imp has a bit further to go than the others, but manages to sniffs out Amara in the back corner, and please give me an agility roll.
Yeah. I just walked out the door and there's an imp in front of me. A 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, you do get a slash from the talons, and that is 4 damage.
Ooh. This is a new round, right?
Yeah.
Get back.
Yeah.
Can I get back?
Go for it. Go for it.
You can get back?
Extra, right?
Because I rolled a 1. I don't hit back.
Oh no.
I fail.
Dang it. Yep, you swipe, and unfortunately, you do not manage to hit. I'm just going to, I think that is fine. So who is going to go next?
I think Valerie reacts first because she watches as Finn gets struck, and after having just healed her, Valerie's sort of freaking out a bit, so she's going to just completely weave around the one that came at them and impose themselves between Finn and the one that struck her to sort of be like a shield, and is taking out that pistol to go right against the imp's jaw and tries to shoot.
Excellent. Please give me, I think, a presence test for aiming weapons that are ranged.
Ooh, okay. I think I just made it because it's 11 plus 1, so 12.
Perfect. Please give me a D10 of damage.
Yeah. Boom. As I hit my mic. 5 damage.
5 damage. You managed to severely wound this imp. It is looking on death's door. You think one good hit more and it will be knocked out of the sky. Okay, who is next?
So Finn's been wounded again, right?
Yeah.
It's not doing well. Can blood heal, or is it just for being able to do magic?
It can heal you as well. You get D2 blood points for magic, and you get D4 HP back when you drink blood.
Okay. I have a synthetic blood fix. It was one of the things I bought with my initial money there. So I think I go over to Finn and I pull this out of my pocket. I put it in your hand. And I'm like, I just want you to know, I just picked it up off the top of the trash. It wasn't even in the trash. It was just on the top, and it's clean. I give you the synthetic blood fix.
Thank you.
Nice. I'm going to say that you can do something else alongside that if you want to.
Okay. My idea for attacking, for combining, doing the combine 2 items to make a weapon thing, because you said there's a bunch of pipes and stuff for serving or making drinks and stuff there.
Yeah.
I would like to then grab a bucket and a pipe and somehow attach the bucket to the end of the pipe and try and swat some of these imps out of the air and see if I can scoop one up.
Brilliant. Excellent. Yes, please give me a strength roll to see if you can do that.
Okay.
You've heard of fly fishing, but have you heard of?
Ooh, that's only that's an 8.
You manage to kind of scoop one of the imps into the bucket on the end of this pipe, but it instantly just flies out again.
Oh, okay. No. Dang it.
Okay, who's up next?
So, I haven't done a thing. I don't see Dakota inside of the staff-only room, right? When we open the door. It's just...
No, you do not see. You see that there is a kind of a doorway into a room kind of around the back, but you can't see what's in there right now.
Okay. I'm going to use another blood to do personal space again and to try to... so there is an imp right by me, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to catapult this imp onto another imp to try to get them to smash into each other. And would just kind of say, what did I say about personal space? Go play with each other.
Brilliant. So yeah, they absolutely slam into each other. Please give me a D4 roll to see what damage they take.
4.
4. Excellent. The imp that just managed to escape from Zeke's bucket is instantly splatted into a wall by another and dies instantly. You can just see streaks of kind of demonic scales down the wall, and the other one looks hurt but is still flying.
I'm gonna start drinking this synthetic blood while running into the staff room.
Excellent. As you are you running into the room with all the pipes, or the room beyond the room with the pipes?
Beyond where the doorway is.
Perfect. Yeah. As you rush forward into the back of the back room, you can see that there are a couple of furnaces and water heaters, and it smells of rot, and there are dismembered vampires just scattered throughout this room. There are pipes that are leading from their bodies, draining into the water line, and so they are being sort of mixed into the drinks as you watch. And as you burst into the utility room, the sprinklers go off, and hot blood is just spurting from the sprinklers down onto you. Everyone is now aware that there is something wrong, and you can hear screams from upstairs as people are evacuating from the club.
All right. So since Amara's in the back, but now they hear the screaming of everyone else, the only thing they're thinking about is yeah, my friends. So they're gonna take a swing with the toothblade towards the imp and hopefully hit this time. Please just hit. It's strength at 13. Does it 13?
Yes, that hurts. That hits. Yes. What damage die does the Toothblade roll do?
D10.
Perfect. Give me that, please.
Do I have a D10? I'm gonna Google a D10. I got 7.
7. You manage to decapitate this imp that is bothering you, and its body slumps to the floor.
Yeah, I'm not even. I just like swing, and I think it hits, and I'm just running towards wherever they went.
So now there is one injured imp and one healthy imp left. Okay, I'm going to roll at the top of the round to see who goes first. I think everyone has gone. Am I right? Great. You guys go first. So you can hear that that employees of the club are sort of making their way down into the basement, but you have some time before they get here. And there's still the injured imp and the healthy imp left. So who wants to go first?
So scooping with the bucket didn't work. So this time I want to try and just use it like a flail and just like smash one of them with the bucket.
Perfect. Give me a strength roll.
All right, we'll try this again here. That's a 17.
Amazing. I'm gonna say that a bucket would be a D4 damage. Did your junk have a specific damage die?
Tinker specifies that it's a D8.
Perfect.
If this is not applicable, that's fine. But okay.
No, that's great. Give me a D8. Right, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. That is a 2. So
2.
it could have been
that is enough to get the injured one out of the sky. So you
Excellent.
bludgeon it down, and it hits the concrete floor with a splat. Who wants to go for the last one?
I think
I'm running into the door and decide what you want to do.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing, and you see Valerie, she had already shot and is now creating still cover for Finn. So you just like pivot, turns on her heel, raises up the pistol, and just like nonchalantly and like very like and fires the pistol at it.
Excellent. Give me presence, please.
Hate imps. Oh, I think I missed because that was a 10 total.
Yeah, unfortunately, the bullet just narrowly misses as the imp dodges out of the way with a gust of its wings.
It dodges away, but I start swinging at it as it dodges away.
Sweet. Give me strength.
I have a flat 14.
14, perfect. Please roll damage.
All right, the D10. 8. Okay, I like the saw blade or the tooth blade.
Excellent. Yes.
Wrong game.
You manage to bisect this imp, and it falls in 2 pieces onto the ground. So now your immediate danger has passed, but there are employees rushing down, and I think I'm going to say it takes the rest of this turn for them to get. So the bartender and the 2 bouncers are now in the common area just outside of the bar back where you currently are. But they don't have a chance to do anything this turn. So now I'm going to roll again to see who goes first. It's them, unfortunately. So, let's see. One of the bouncers is going to try and slam into Valerie. So please give me an agility roll to see if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Wow. That is a 17.
Nice. And the bouncers actually get to attack twice, so give me another roll, please.
Okay. Even better. That's an 18.
Sweet. Okay. You after the first failed slam attack, the bouncer tries to change course and direct himself towards you, but you are just too quick, and he kind of stumbles. And the second bouncer is going to go for, Finn. Please give me 2 agility rolls.
Okay. Oh, I have rolled the wrong die. Sorry.
That's okay.
17.
Perfect.
And this is a 13.
They both miss. You are also far too quick for this sort of heavy, slow bouncer to be able to slam into you. And Zeke, could you please give me a agility roll to see if you can avoid the bartender?
That is a 12.
12. You also managed to avoid. She just simply has an empty wine bottle in one hand and tries to swing it for your head, but you manage to get out of the way. All right, it's all of your folks' turn. What would you like to do? You can see that Dakota is in this room. He is very sick looking, very pale, but is still moving.
All right. So this is what is happening here. Pieces of the dead sipped like some forgotten cocktail. What cruel hand has done this? And she's gonna try to walk over to give the synthetic blood to Dakota.
Brilliant. Yes. Dakota is kind of barely conscious, but if you kind of tap them on the face, then they will look up into your eyes and thankfully drink down the synthetic blood. And
I don't know which one is more tragic, to be an ingredient or to be immortal, but either way, you're not done yet. Feed.
Oh my god, thank you, Finn. Oh, it's been I don't know what happened. I thought Bella was a mate, but it just I think she just wanted, I don't know.
Wanted a taste of you.
Yeah. Can we leave now, please?
Just stay put. There is still some fighting to be done.
All right. And Dakota kind of, the eyelids flutter, and Dakota seems to be sort of slipping in and out of consciousness. But you know that from the blood that they've drunk, that they will be healing while you continue the fight.
Yeah.
So who is up next?
Oh, you want to go first? Go for it.
Oh, okay. I was saying, you said that one of them had like swung at me like with a wine bottle, and I dodged. And I think as I dodged, I just like stepped aside and was like, "Now you get the bucket." And I just tried.
Please give me a strength roll for bucket.
All right, roll for bucket. Bucket roll is 18.
Incredible. Please give me D8 damage.
All right. Got here. That is a 4.
4. You clonk the bartender on the head. She reels back and looks like she is about to collapse to the ground, but just manages to keep her footing. There's
Seeing Zeke like swing the bucket at her and hearing about the ingredients part, Amara's really hurt, so they're gonna go for the bartender and they're gonna try to bite into the bartender.
Sweet. Give me strength, please.
11. Please.
Unfortunately, she manages to put the wine bottle just where you were going to bite, so your teeth get into glass.
He just kind of growls at her, like does like the Stitch thing, like when he's like licking the glass.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next?
I think that just leaves me. So Valerie is going to go a little unhinged to try and draw the attention of both bouncers so Finn can be left alone. So after the initial one attacks them, Valerie turns and sees the other one going after Finn. So they just, all four skitters off and then leaps onto the back and try and bite into them.
Incredible. Please give me strength.
Yeah. All my stuff keeps jumping out. Okay. 19 minus 1, 18.
Incredible. Please give, you can get T2 blood and D4 HP.
Okay, I got 2 blood and I'm not hurt, so Valerie's doing pretty good.
Nice. And the D2 blood also counts as damage. So one of the bouncers has a nice chunk taken out of them.
And I'm latched right onto their back.
Perfect. If Edward Cullen was here, he would say climb on Spider Monkey, but he's not.
No.
All right.
Unfortunately, we've killed Bella already.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, this is a bit too grungy for Edward. It's fine. All right. Let's see who goes next in the round. It's you guys up first. So please chat amongst yourselves to see who goes first.
Valerie's just trying to keep drinking. She's building up.
Sweet. Yeah. Please give me another strength roll to see if you can remain latched on.
Okay. I just make it because I was 13 minus 1, so 12.
Sweet. All right. Give me your blood and HP roll. Oh, you don't need HP. You're fine.
I'm just taking in the blood. I'm gonna do some things. All right. So I got 1. I am topped up.
Sweet. Okay. Bouncer still looks pretty healthy, but is definitely the neck is not looking good. All right. Who's up next?
I think I'm going to sort of simultaneously hoist Dakota up a little bit to make sure I'm standing between him and the rest of the people. But is going to approach the bouncer a little bit and say, you understand what it feels like to turn people away. You're a bouncer, and now you should feel what it feels like. Oh my god. Why didn't you bounce yourself? And I'm gonna bounce him against the wall. Or if there's another person nearby, like someone we're trying to strike, I'm gonna kind of smash him into that.
Great. Yes, you can absolutely smash this bouncer into the bartender. Yeah. I'm gonna say, because this bouncer is really heavy, I'm gonna say give me a d6 of damage.
Okay. Don't fail me now. Oh, 6.
Brilliant. The bouncer falls down directly onto the bartender. The bartender is unconscious as their head kind of slams into the floor. And the bouncer, you can hear a crack as one of their arms just is sort of trapped underneath them and is presumably at least slightly broken. So yeah, bartender is out and bouncer is looking rough. So there's an injured bartender, an injured bouncer, and a healthy bouncer left.
We've got the sunshine. Let's just leave. Yeah, that's my turn.
Excellent. Who's still left to go?
I hear them, but not really. So they're gonna take a bite out of the bartender and with the tooth blade try to saw at the bouncer that's on top of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So please give me I think you don't need to roll a strength to bite the bartender because they are out. So just give me D2 for blood and D4 for HP, and then I'll ask for a strength after that for the tooth blade.
D2 for the blood. A 2. I don't really have any spells. And D4 you said for the HP, right? Or...
Yeah, that's right.
Man, I keep getting 2 HP back.
Every little helps. Okay, and please give me a strength roll to see if you can slice at this bouncer.
No.
Oh no.
It's a 3.
The bouncer, sort of groaning in pain as he clutches his arm, sort of rolls off the bartender and manages to avoid your blade.
Fine.
All right.
Were there any other prisoners in here, or was it just Dakota? Did they have any other vampires?
There are other vampires, but it seems that they are beyond help.
Okay. Gotcha.
Dakota looks like the only one who is still vaguely conscious and able to move.
And sorry, were the bartender or the bouncer still standing?
There are still the 2 bouncers left. The bartender is out.
Okay. I will try and swing on one of the bartenders, or sorry, one of the bouncers. If like there's one in between us and the door, that one.
Great. Yeah, go for it.
Oof. That's a 2 on the die.
All right. Yeah, the bouncer manages to kind of punch the bucket back, and you just manage to avoid it bouncing into your face.
No, my bucket. Okay. I've also been rolling to make sure it doesn't break, and I haven't rolled a 1 on the d6 yet. So
Nice. Good looking out.
bucket's still going strong.
Okay, I believe that's everyone taking their turn this round. We'll see who goes first. It is the bad guys who go first. The injured bouncer gets up off the floor and makes his way over to... Who was the one who attacked him last? It was Amara, I believe.
Yeah.
So he is going to try and grapple you and throw you. So please give me an agility roll, and you need to beat a 14.
Need to beat a 14 with -1. Okay, let's go. I do not beat that. I have a 7.
All right, he's gonna grab you by the shoulders and just lift you up and throw you, and you're gonna take d4 damage. So I'm just gonna roll that. You take 2 damage.
All right.
And the second bouncer is going to see Zeke with the bucket and is going to try and bum rush into Zeke. So please give me an agility roll.
Okay, let's see. 12.
You manage to avoid it, and one more time, because this is the slam is a double attack.
Ooh. That's the natural 20.
Incredible. I know that in other Borg games, when you get a natural 20, you get to immediately attack afterwards. I'm not sure if that's the case for this game, but because this is a one shot and I'm feeling generous, please roll to attack on this occasion.
This guy gets the bucket. That's a 17.
Sweet. All right.
And a 7 damage. Excellent.
Sweet. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you managed to clonk this too many things beginning with B. This bouncer very handily with the bucket. Okay. Is there anyone else left to go?
Oh, I still got to go.
Go for
Okay.
it.
So Valerie's still like mosquito hung onto the back of the one bouncer, but her head peers over his shoulder. Just this gleam of fiery red light in the back of her eyes look out as she's looking towards a corpse, and going to use her spell Zing, compel the dead. So he just hears her say in French, "Lève-toi de la riche," and the corpse starts to rise up.
Amazing. So this is the bartender who's rising from the dead?
Yeah. So we now
Brilliant.
have a possessed corpse. They get 8 HP and can attack with whatever weapons they had in life.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So yeah, now you have a zombie bartender with a wine bottle on your side. Perfect. Has that everyone taken their turn this round?
I haven't done a thing, I think.
Cool, go for it.
Could I nibble on someone's finger again.
Yes, absolutely.
Finger food.
Would you like?
Not really sure which one is available.
There's the injured one who just got clonked by the bucket. There's the one that Valerie is on the back of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the zombie, now that it's infused with magic, probably the blood is a bit gross now.
Right. So, Valerie, did you just send the zombie to attack the injured one or the one that you're on the back of?
It'd probably be the injured one because it's closest to the body.
Okay, so I'm going to go bother the one that Valerie is on the back of to, like, one stone, two birds, so forth. So I'm gonna try to, like, nibble on his finger, and just say, just slow down. I'm not trying to kill you. Just I need a little sip. I don't know what that
just whispers in the air. I'm trying to kill you.
Please give me a strength roll to see if you can grab the hand.
Oh, that's a 16 minus 1, 15.
Perfect. All right. D2 for blood and D4 for HP.
Okay. That's 2 blood and 1 HP.
Excellent. All right. I think that is the end of this round. Yeah, because it's you guys to go first this time. So feel free to tell me who wants to go.
I'm running as far away as I can from all of this with Dakota if I can. Just
incredible. Yes, you managed to make it. I think in this turn you managed to make it up the stairs and into the main body of the nightclub, and you can see that it is empty. Everyone else who was here previously, all the people in the mosh pit, all the people having drinks, they've all gone.
Just sit here for a moment, would you? I'm gonna go try to get that pocket rat from Zeke for you, if you will be willing. And I'm gonna run back down. Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm gonna say that takes your whole turn if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Who's up next?
I mean, I just got flung across the room, so I'm gonna go right back to the one that flung me.
Excellent. I think that one flung you while he had Valerie on his back as well, so there's extra momentum. So yeah, please give me a strength if you're going with your tooth blade.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, 6 flat.
Oh dang it. Yeah, unfortunately you swipe through the air and the bouncer manages to dodge out of the way. Who is up next?
I guess Valerie will go, so she directs her eyes at her newly risen corpse. She's like, "Attack!" as she directs it to attack the bouncer nearest her, but Valerie's gonna just I don't know, she's been feeding this whole time, but she now flips out the switchblade and just shunts it right into their shoulder blade.
Incredible. Please give me strength.
Ooh, that is 18 minus 1, 17.
Beautiful. And what's the damage die for that one?
D4 for the switchblade. Wow. Ooh, which I rolled great. I rolled a 4.
Incredible. This bouncer that you are latched onto is hanging on by a thread. You can see how woozy he is looking, but he's not giving up the ghost yet. So yeah, you have 2 very injured bouncers on your hands. And Zeke is the only one to go left, I think.
I think so, yeah. So I want to try and see if I can take this guy out, and then maybe people can eat him. That's a 13.
Beautiful.
5 damage.
Excellent. Yes. This you're going for the one that Valerie has just attacked, or the other one?
I believe it was the one that I attacked just the last turn, which I think is also the same one that Valerie attacked this turn.
Cool. Yes, you managed to absolutely knock the lights out of this bouncer, and and he collapses onto the floor, presumably with Valerie on, unless Valerie jumps off at the last minute in a cool sort of...
Is he falling forward or backward?
Forward, yeah.
Forward. Yeah, I think because she was on his back, so she just lets it like it goes down, and she's like getting the blade out. So
yeah.
Body down, she's like back straight up, just sort of staggers a little bit, wipes blood from her mouth, and then just looks to what her little corpse zombie is doing.
Cool. I am going to use a mechanic that I probably could have used before now, but it seems particularly relevant now. The morale mechanic. So each enemy has a certain level of morale, and I need to roll a die, and if I roll over a certain number, let me just double check how morale works, because I want to do it right.
Morale's gotta be low right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amara's morale is a little bit low. It's just 2 HP and she keeps missing. So
I meant 2d6. Roll 2d6 when half of enemies are depleted or the leader is killed. You've definitely killed half the enemies. Higher than the morale score, they get GTFO. So, this bouncer had a morale of 8 and I rolled a 7. So, but foolishly, he is going to keep fighting to the end. But that probably means more blood for you folks. So I'm going to roll to see. You folks go first. So who wants to?
Well, does my zombie attack him?
Oh yeah.
With whatever
Very
weapon she may have.
Very good point. I am going to. Do you want to roll? Just roll a straight d20 roll for your zombie to see if she hits.
Probably not, because it's a natural 6.
Okay, so the wine bottle kind of limply swings at the bouncer, and he very easily manages to dodge out of the way. But he is momentarily distracted, leaving room for someone else to act.
Want to swing the bucket seat?
I would say I think it's bucket time.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is the best weapon I've ever made. That's another natural 20.
Incredible. Please give me your damage die and then double it. But you probably won't need to unless you roll really well.
That's 6 damage. So that's 12 bucket damage. This guy.
Yeah.
You absolutely eviscerate this bouncer. We are not going to go into deep gory detail, but just in your own mind, imagine as much gore as you wish.
Yeah,
So-
I think Zeke learns that bucket also is great because it doubles to bring snacks after the battle is done.
Yeah, you can absolutely like catch a bit of brain in the bucket if you wanted to give it to Amar.
Oh yeah.
So you have succeeded. You have absolutely cleaned out this nightclub. All the normies have fled, and you have managed to save your roommate and friend, the sunshine of your life, Dakota. And so I assume you all go up into the main body of the nightclub to check on your friend. And what would you like to do?
Just before we go upstairs, and we'll look at a body inside of not our body, just a body on the ground now, and say how tragically human it is to want to fight till the end. There is nothing in the end, and there is no bravery running towards your own grave. And start to saunter upstairs.
I try and give her just like a comforting pat on the back, and I'm like, it's not true, bro. There's bucket blood. And I just like take the bucket of blood upstairs for Dakota.
Dakota very thankfully kind of laps at the bucket, very much like their cat thirst, and seems to grow healthier by the second. And before long, Dakota kind of staggers to their feet, and you can, with a little bit of help, like maybe with an arm around two people's shoulders, you can help escort Dakota back to the antique shop.
Yeah, I'll help escort him. As I'm
Was
holding him,
she-
though, I'm gonna be like, "You need better friends outside of us. You need to learn to make better friends."
Was she really? Was she really your mate? You said she was.
I mean, she like got me and Body like tickets to the show, and I thought it was cool. I mean, I probably have really bad taste in. Well, no, I don't have bad taste in friends. I have you guys, and you saved
No,
me.
you are the most hopeful person I know. Never stop believing that, and I'm just curious what made her do such a thing. There seems to be some sort of personal vendetta against all of us, this Bella.
I don't know. She never. Just 1 minute. 1 minute, Body and I were partying in the green room, and the next, I was just nothing. And then everything hurt so much, and there was blood all around me, but not the good kind.
I really want to do something crazy if you allow it. I have 3 blood, and I'm gonna use all 3 of them to cast the spell retro. What is it called? Retro something. Oh God.
Retro
I know my
future.
retro future. Yes, I know my spells. Thing knows her spells. I do not. She sort of takes off her guitar and will pluck a few notes and say, "Pluck the strings, help me, oh God, let the echoes of what could have been guide my hands." And will cast a spell to see what an alternate version of reality could be.
You see a version of reality where you arrived at the club, and you tried to go through the bouncers instead of going through the alley, and the bouncers would have told you that you needed a ticket, so you would have turned you away, and depending on, and in this alternate version of reality, you just you don't question any further. You go off and you try and interrogate one of the people in the queue and look at their ticket, and then you go and forge your own ticket so you can come back, but that takes too long, and by the time you got back, Dakota would have been dead.
I suppose this always would have been Bella's end. I was hoping to see a version of the world where we could have changed her mind. But I'm glad you're still here.
The moment we get him settled comfortably in a chair there, I just hey over his shoulder, hey dude, the record player's broken again. Could you?
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh, I mean, yeah, I was trying to listen to The Clash when I was drunk, and I probably pushed it too hard. I can get a new needle for that, no problem.
Thanks. I was losing the will to exist.
Yeah, you know how poetry.
You know how Finn gets when the record player's broken. Yeah. I think when we were returning back to our antique shop, Valerie hung back as she, being an elder vampire, knows cleanup needs to happen because there should be no signs of vampires or witches or other creatures amongst the mortals. So when everyone's leaving, she looks for a lighter, knows there's alcohol now just everywhere in the basement from our fighting, and just throws it down and slinks out.
Beautiful. So yeah, and I think as we bring this game to a close, in a little bit of timey-wiminess, we see a final shot of you all bringing Dakota back to the antique shop, but with in silhouette with the flames of the club burning behind you. And so, thank you so much, everyone, for playing this game of Blood Borg. You've all been absolutely fantastic. I've loved every second of it. Before we go, could you please let us know where we can find you on the internet and all the other cool creative things you're doing, starting with Rain?
Thank you. Hi, I'm Rain Bakios. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on Instagram at Torrential RPGs. I also run for something called TTRPG Pickup Con. Sorry, this is Molly Mock. But TTRPG Pickup Con, we're on Discord, and once a month we run like free one-shots for anybody who wants to come out. So you should come out and join us.
Beautiful. And Mira?
Hi, I'm Mira. My pronouns are she, her, they. And anywhere, basically, you can search up Miskatonic or Miskatonic TV. I stream games, and my friends and I run D&D games every other Friday. If you guys want to see more role-playing and maybe a little bit more unhinged and gore.
Beautiful. And Natalie, how about you?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Natalie, she, they. Find me most places on the internet with Ghost Candle or Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube. I'm an artist, an actual play performer, and just a general variety person. The only live stuff I'm doing right now is playing a hack of kids on bikes where we're in the Bioshock setting over on Vault Companions. So if that's your jam, do that on Sundays or about halfway through the season. So check us out. But otherwise, just follow me to see what I'm up to next.
Wonderful. And Ran?
Hi, my name is Ran, and I have been Finor today. You can find me on Blue Sky at Burdick Inspiration. I am a neo-knight in terms of actual play, streaming, performing. I'm a theater director by trade, and it has been a pleasure to be with all of you at this table.
Thank you so much. And I have been your GM, Maddie Searle. My pronouns are they, them. And you can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram mainly at Maddie is Abstract. I am the host of the podcast A Game of One's Own, where I play solo and duet TTRPG podcasts. And I'm also a regular on Realms of Peril and Glory, which is an anthology actual play podcast. And thank you so much for, and this is the time that the ice cream truck goes past my house. So if you can hear that, that's great.
So confused.
And it's just, it just sort of suddenly starts and then stops without warning. And it's very fun when I'm recording stuff. So thank you so much for all your wonderful support for the Lifeline Streamathon. We have raised a wonderful amount of money thanks to you guys. And thank you for just being here and hanging out. We're going to go for a quick break, and when we come back, Kat and B are going to tell you about who has won the giveaways. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Hello! Hi everyone! How are we doing? Oh my goodness, can you believe that the 3 days of games are already up, B? What?
Oh my god! Oh, this is been
Oh,
This has been
it's
crazy.
actually wild. So to give some people some context, okay, we came into this, we were like, let's put the goal at a humble $200.
Yes.
I have never I've never put together an event like this before on this scale. I have no idea what a good amount to try to raise is. So I was like, $200. That sounds like reasonable. That sounds like we could do that over the course of 6 games.
Yeah, like we're like it's super reasonable, super fun. Like we're like we could probably do that.
Super reasonable. And then we got into well, no, we hadn't even streamed a game yet, and $150 had come in. So we were like, cool, we're gonna have to up this. We went to 500, we went to 1,000, we went to 1,500. Then I tried something else, and I was like,
Yes.
well, we surely won't make 2,000, so 1,750. Let's try that. And we made the 1,750 mark. Our new goal is 2,000, and you might be thinking to yourself, guys, you've only got this 5-minute little bit. How do you possibly hope to get $200 in this 5-minute moment? We are not going to shut off the donation link just yet. We will be shouting about it still on social media. Just because the games are over doesn't mean we aren't still raising money. So we are hoping to get some more people entering that raffle. We want to get as many participants as possible because we have so many prizes to give away. And we would love to see them all go to. I'm literally looking in the chat. All I can see is Renowned just putting every possible emote under the sun in the chat.
Oh my god,
it's so wild.
Rin, this is beautiful. Oh my god. Rin, this is
thank you so
beautiful.
much, Renowned. If anyone saw the Wonder Home game, this is. Oh my goodness, there's 2 of you. I see you in there, Werewolf BF. Okay, thank you for all the gay emotes. That is what we want to see. This is the energy and the hype that we need. So
It
yes,
really
we will be
is.
keeping that donate link open. We will probably be doing it until shall we say another week?
Yeah, we could say like
We
or at
didn't
least the end of
discuss
the week. We're discussing this live on stream. You guys get to see
We're
how we make
discussing
this
this
sausage.
live on stream right now. We'll keep it open for a little while longer.
Yeah.
We will come up with a date in our own time and announce it officially. We're so organized.
We're so organized.
No, do you know what? Actually, we are organized. We have
are.
organized this
We
in a
did.
We
Yes.
We did good, guys. We did good.
And all of these games were. Oh my gosh, we're at 18.
Oh, we have another donation.
Thank you.
1850. Maybe we will make 2,000. Well,
Oh, maybe
we just ramble long enough. B,
just
we
talk
just
long
keep
enough.
rambling. Just keep
I can
rambling.
talk
B.
forever. Like, I'll just talk about how much I loved all of these games and all of these players. And
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. I see that it was Jess that donated. So thank you, Jess, if you are in the chat. We appreciate it greatly.
oh my god.
So Jen's just said you have an hour. I have a meeting in an hour. Okay, cool. We're not going to take an hour. What I'm going to do right now, and here's the thing, I'm going to give you guys a little bit longer to just enter the chat giveaway. We're going to draw those prizes right now. So the chat giveaway was something a little bit different. All you need to do, !enter to enter it. All of the games that we've played have at least one PDF copy up for grabs. Anyone can enter. Lovely GMs and players that have been in these so far, that does include you.
Yes, it does. It absolutely
does. I noticed that while we were doing all the streams, all of the players and GMs were being very reserved and not entering, and I was like, they do know that they can enter, right?
Like, so respect, but like, please enter.
We have 9 prizes up for grabs. There is a PDF copy of every single game. In fact, for Sail the Oceans Queer, which if you saw that game was wild.
That was
the best
fuck
way.
wild. It was so good.
There are 2 PDF copies. We also have.
You did the.
I did the thing. Incredible. That's because we hit 1,815. That's the balloons that represent that.
Yes.
And we also have a trophy physical set, but not just any physical set. It is the Kickstarter exclusive physical set. There are so few of these about. I'm not
not
lying.
being made
it's
anymore.
So difficult to find these, and that was donated by the wonderful Michael Van Vliet. So thank you
Such
so
a gem.
much for donating that, because that is a prize and a half. That's for Trophy Dark, Loom, and Gold. It's going to be the set of all of them, and it is the the creme de la creme. We also have a Kickstarter exclusive hardback blood splattered edition of Blood Borg.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much, Adam Vass, for donating that to the cause.
Cool. It's so cool.
So cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. I'm really enjoying that. Ren has come in strong. Renowned for the Wonder Home game at the very beginning, made an actual zine.
Two of them.
Literally made a zine. But yeah,
Two of them.
It's gonna make a third zine about the Pink Orchid Rebellion. I want this.
Yes.
Listen, my name is the Lore Mistress, and I love lore of all kinds. I especially love Wonder Home lore. It is like
So good.
the lore that I get excited about, because it's just that beautiful mix of cozy and sad and queer, and I just love it. Yeah, enter if you have not already entered. I see a few people have entered. We're at 25 total entries.
Nice.
B, please remind everyone, while we give them just a little teeny bit longer, who we are raising money for.
We are raising money for Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline is a fabulous organization by trans people for trans people. They have a hotline, they have resources, they have, from what I've heard from one of our players and or GMs, they have extended their hotline to Canada as well, not just America, which is wow, amazing. They're fabulous.
That's insane.
And
That's so good.
They do so much good work, and I am so thankful for them. I know a bunch of other people are thankful for them, and I am so thankful for all of you who have helped us raise so much money for them. Oh my gosh. Me and Kat organized this because we were feeling helpless about the everything. The state of the world, as it were.
The gestures.
The everything. And
gestures wildly around.
Yeah, the everything. And it was Kat's idea, and Kat was like, hey, shit's bad. Do you want to help? And I'm like, obviously, yes. And I love working with you. So we did this, and the amount of people that came out donating prizes, donating their time and their effort and their creativity and their beautiful faces was just
wild.
It was shocking, actually. I know you're all lovely people, but it was genuinely it took me aback how many people were like, hey, can I help?
I had B in my DMs every single day, 5 more people have come in contact with me about this. It's just been it's been really genuinely lovely. Actually, it's been so heartwarming. It feels it can feel like it's really difficult to do something, but just being able to these are the kind of these are the things that are best in place to support and help these kind of charities. They know what they're doing. They know the best ways to try to kind of fight certain things and to support those that need it, and to get, that Trans Lifeline is run by trans people. It is so locked in. And if you go on there and look at their core principles, it's a lot of what I feel most of the people in my Blue Sky feed align with, and I'm just yes, this. So please, anything that could be given is absolutely appreciated. And just remember that if you do Sorry, I just got distracted because Moobot tried to, or the mod tried to. It said trans fucking rights, and it's like trans fucking. Are you sure you want to allow this? And I'm like, absolutely allow that.
Ran.
Absolutely. I completely lost my train of thought. Where was I? Help me.
I also got distracted, but
anyway, trans rights, everyone.
Trans rights. I think that was actually genuinely the point. Was that
that was basically the point I was making.
Anything you guys can do to donate and help is just ridiculously appreciated, and all of you are appreciated so much by me and Kat, by the whole community. It's been lovely to see this whole community come together and do this. Like, I agree with Kat. It's been very, very heartwarming. Like, there have been so many people. Like, genuinely, it's just I was doing this all weekend. Like, oh my god.
You have been doing that all weekend. I also want to quickly talk about plus 20 XP.
Oh my god, yes!
Incredible. Tony and the team. Thank you so much. They came out and they came through and sponsored us and were like, yes, we believe in this. Here's what we're going to offer. They've donated prizes to the raffle. And let me just get that command in chat so you can all read what I'm about to tell you. They also have offered 5% off any of their products, anything that you ordered on there. If you go onto their website, they've got a lot of zines, a lot of really cool zines, a lot of really cool games on there. You get a 1 month. It includes a 1 month of Zine Club subscription as well, by the way, this offer, so you could get 5% off of that, the first kind of month, if you decide to sign up. Just use the code TLM, which, by the way, that's for Trans Lives Matter, but it's not the Lore Mistress. We're not that vain. We're not that egotistical.
And okay, Tony made it up. It was Tony's
Tony made it up, and we were like, "What is that?" And then I was like, "Oh no, I've seen this code before. Surely not. You've not done this." And then we realized, oh, it's Trans Lives Matter. 10% of any of the profits from these orders will be donated to Trans Lifeline as well, up to May 31st. So if you order from this site, you not only get 5% off, but any of the profits that they make, 10% of those will go straight to Trans Lifeline, which is absolutely incredible.
Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even have to approach Tony, by the way. Tony and Wes Franks approached me about this.
Yes.
Like, they're fabulous, fabulous folks. And it was just like, wow. And they publish so many independent authors, independent game creators. And I just
wanted to say, do incredible stuff.
And
they get the actual plays, man. I've played one game that they were doing, the Wassailing of Claw's Manor, and it was so much fun. And Tony then reached out to me, was so lovely. We had a good conversation. So they're really, really, really cool people over that way. So please do go and send them all of your love and thanks, and maybe buy something. This is the time to buy something from them if you were considering, because some of the money is gonna go to Trans Lifeline, and you're gonna do something cool, and you might get 5% off too. Yep. Cool. Shall we draw some names?
I think we should draw some names. I heard that there was going to be a cool drum roll sound or effect. So
it's not an effect. It literally just okay. I hyped it up way too much. Everyone in chat, you're gonna have to provide the drum roll as we do this.
The drum roll's metaphorical. So now I'm expecting chat to do it because I want this. You have to do it at least once.
Okay.
Chat.
I'm going to have to draw this 9 times, everyone. So just please be patient. Bear with me. We're going to do 9 drawings of this. And we're going to congratulate each and every one. I want to see all of those gay emotes in the chat. Okay, so we're going to draw our first entrant. Are we ready? It is Windover. And please, if I'm saying this wrong, please somebody correct me. Windover is our first winner. So congratulations. Yes,
you in the chat.
Yes, you have won. Oh my goodness, you're actually in chat. I've just realized.
Yes,
hello,
you're in chat right now.
Congratulations, you won. It was coming up with their chat messages, and I thought it was showing me chat messages from the stream.
No,
and then it was just coming up live, and I was like, wait, you're here. Woohoo! Go you! Okay, our next entrant. I'm drawing the next one. Congratulations. Next one, Spectral Anomaly. I see. That's from last night's, I believe. That's from last night's. I feel like I remember them. Spectral Anomaly. Spectral Anomaly just won, so you can let them know. All right. Next up, metaphorical drum roll, please. It is Geek Chic Tea, which is actually one of our lovely players. So congratulations from the Sail the Oceans Queer. It is Tendai from Sail the Oceans Queer. So incredible work. All right. Next up, Strixoid. Congratulations, Strixoid. You have also won. We have 4. We have 4 of them.
We have 4 right now. 5 more.
We have 4. 5 more. Thank you. Help me do maths here.
I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track of math.
Okay. Next up is Anne. This is Exo Girl Wonder, and also one of our lovely players from the Sentai and Sensibility stream. So thank you so much for that. And then let me do the next one. So we're on what, number 6 now? Chaotic! You are the next winner. And what I love about this is I can see like all of them just have lightning bolts next to them, but Chaotic has got a picture of a cat for some reason. I think it's there. I'm not sure why. But incredible. Incredible. Chaotic, you have also won. Okay, that was number 6. Number 7.
Yes, number 7.
Renowned! Get all those emotes in there! You've won!
You've won!
You've won! You are one of the winners! Alright. Okay. 2 more. Thank you. Who's this? House of Dreams! Excellent!
Oh my God!
So then that is... Yes, that's Hector. I also love that I know like some of the names. I know some of the people in this. That's incredible. Okay.
One more.
And then
our last one.
Our last one. Got it.
I think.
And it is Ditis. Oh no, I don't know how to say this. Ditisimile. Ditisimile. Ditissemile.
Ditisimile, I believe.
Ditisimile. We're gonna go with that. That sounds lovely.
I'm pronouncing it like a cool Greek name.
Yes, Ditisimile of the Isle of whatever it is.
That was 9
fantastic.
people.
9 winners have been drawn, everyone, unless I have absolutely mucked up my maths, in which case I will draw more off stream, and we will go from there. So thank you so much, everyone who has entered. Yes, Hector, you won. You are one of the people that won.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. B, did you have it? I'm lost for words right now. Do you have anything that you wanted to add or say right now?
Other than I am just absolutely blown away with everybody's support, everybody's enthusiasm. I am so jazzed about all these winners. And don't forget, this was for the in-stream prizes. We've got more for the raffle, like the donation-based raffle. That's
$5 donation, everyone, will get you a entry into that raffle. So
and I wanted to thank all of the creators that donated their games for this stream, for this in-stream thing, like Jay Dragon, Adam Vass, oh my God, help me cat with the names. I'm
Ninth level games helping us out.
Anya
of Lalion Publishing,
yes,
who gave us some lovely Sail the Oceans Queer copies.
Yes, and Michael Van Vliet for donating that really cool trophy bundle. And a big thank you to Jen, who is our producer, who is currently not on screen right now. But
everybody in the chat, I want you to give Jen your biggest round of applause. I want every single emote for Jen right now, because Jen has produced 5 of our 6 streams, okay, and you all know that they were on wild times in the night. Jen, I'm gonna just call it out right now. Jen got up at 3
we got
18
raiders to congratulate Jen.
Raiders! Hello, Raiders! Hi! How are you doing? We're literally just wrapping up here. But what we are doing, which everyone absolutely needs to do right now, is giving Jen, our producer, the biggest round of applause and the biggest hype, because Jen has been here doing 5 out of 6 of our games, has been an incredible resource for all of our players, all of our GMs, has helped me out personally. Real talk, guys, I'm in a Jen just popped up on our screen and it's real mad. And has helped me out personally a lot. Like, real talk, guys, I'm not going to go too much into this, but this week has been a week for me. I've suffered a family loss, so as well as organizing all of this, I've also been dealing with that. And Jen has jumped in alongside B and has thrown in with their whole heart and said, like, Cat, remember to rest. And we always need that person. We always need that friend in our life, I think. And Jen is absolutely that for me. So thank you so much, Jen.
Yes.
Thank you, Plus 1 EXP. Thank you, every single lovely GM, every single lovely player that got involved with this. Thank you, B, for being along on this ride with me. We're going to continue raising money. We're going to continue trying to support. And B and I are definitely talking about doing something else along this lines, giving ourselves more time to prepare.
So I'm gonna be real. We did this in a month because we were just like, we gotta help, and then realized how bananas it was to do it in a month. And so thank you, Jen.
Yeah, but
thank you everybody who came
and
in
love
and just like helped. And yes, for the Raiders, we're raising money for Trans Lifeline still. And if you want to get a cool prize, donate $5 to Trans Lifeline for our thing.
$5 raffle tickets.
Like,
there's let me put it in chat. There is so many prizes. There's like 65 prizes up. There's more than that. So
yeah, oh my
you're
God,
in with a really good chance of winning. If you donate, you can add to your little like donation basket a $5 raffle ticket. It will be the $5, and you will be in with a chance. You have an entry then to win in our raffle. Any donation helps at this point. We're aiming for 2,000. We're going to keep the page open probably at least for another week, just to see if we can hit that 2,000 goal, because honestly, that's 10 times the initial $200 goal that we set for ourselves, and that feels right, everyone. It feels like a nice number to be like, we did 10 times what we thought we were going to do. So yes. please, Raiders, we love you for coming in though. Is there anything else you want to say? Because otherwise I feel like we could just head out of here, B, and end on this incredible high.
Yeah, I honestly don't have anything else to say other than thank you, everybody. I love you. You're fabulous. And I am just so thankful for all of you. And thankful for you, Kat, for doing this with me.
Oh, shucks. I'm not good. If anyone hasn't noticed this or doesn't know this about me, I'm not good at taking compliments. I'm not accepting compliments at this time. Cool. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna head on out, and who shall we raid? Should we raid someone? I feel like we need to pass the raiders on.
Who should we raid?
We need to pass the raiders on.
People.
You know what? Does anyone have anyone good to raid?
Yeah, anybody who's streaming right now who we can raid, because I would love. Hell yeah!
I was gonna say maybe we'll just raid Cypher. How
Let's
about
raid
that?
Cypher
tier. That would be interesting.
I love Cypher.
All right, let's see if we can do that. So I'm gonna raid and we're gonna say goodbye. All right. Yes. Cheerio, everyone.
Bye.
Till the next time.